Colonel Ange, it is time for Thanksgiving fried turkey training maneuvers.
And General, here's the part where your show could only go 90 minutes because this is 1,650 watts of boiling hot oil. So if the power goes out, it's been a great show, folks. Glad to have you on.
And he's immersing the turkey into the electric fryer. Mick the Brit.
Very quickly on B, thank you. Very quickly on B. Dave, did you know scientists have come up with a stovetop bullet?
A stovetop bullet. I did not know that.
Yes, it means that when you shoot the turkey, you can stuff it at the same time.
Beautiful, Mick. Leave the comedy to me.
Right.
Speaking of which, Mick, here are some things you can only say on Thanksgiving. Talk about a huge breast. Tying the legs together keeps the insides moist. If I don't undo my pants, I'll burst. That's one terrific spread. Don't play with your meat. Just spread the legs open and stuff it in. How long will it take after you stick it in? And you'll know it's ready when it pops up. See, Mick, I got a laugh. You didn't.
I got one or two.
One or two. All right, leave it to the professionals. Okay, so Colonel Ange, let us talk about Thanksgiving fried turkey training maneuvers, because every year we read about people that try to fry a turkey, and we see these stories about people doing it inside their house, and their house burns down, or they get third-degree burns. And you've got to be very careful. You really need to know what you are doing. But if you know what you're doing, frying a turkey can be the most delicious way to enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. And I will tell you that I was shocked, because my conception was when you fry a turkey, it's going to be oily and greasy and soggy. And you said, Dave, it is not. Trust me, you'll start with 2 gallons of oil, and you will have 99% of it that you'll pour back into the bottles when you're done. So let's talk about the proper way for our lieutenants to enjoy Thanksgiving and fry their turkey.
Thank you, General. Well, the best way to do it, of course, is to get one of these fryers, just like you have, Dave. It's the Masterbuilt Butterball Fryer. Like I said, it's 1,650 watts. You put 2 gallons of oil. You got to get a bird that's under 14 pounds. I would go with a 10 to 12-pound bird. Here's the big secret, folks. Just like doing it with the propane thing, what you need to do is make sure that bird is not frozen, doesn't have ice crystals in it, it is bone dry, okay? So if it's a frozen turkey, defrost that turkey, put it in a warm water bath, get some paper towels, and dry it all out. Okay, that part's done. Meantime, this thing can be heating up, so you got it going, all right? Then what you want to do is, like every bird that's out there, there's not a bird out there that has any flavor. They don't exist, so you got to give it flavor. What we do is we inject it first with a marinade. Today, we're using Buffalo's Anchor Bar barbecue wing sauce that I've injected into this turkey. Then you dry it off a little bit, and then you hit it with rub. Now, I got my homemade buffalo rub that I've hit it with that. In general, you know, after that comes the easy part. You got to take it, you drop it very slowly. Did you see me lower that thing? If it takes 5 minutes, take that long, let it lower in. 3.5 to 4 minutes per pound. You let it sit, and what do you have when you're done, General? As you said.
A juicy, moist, delicious, succulent turkey.
And that's all there is to it. And you can put this, this can go on a countertop in your home. I've done this. If you've got 30 people coming over the house, this bird's not going to feed 30 people. It's going to feed 8 people and maybe 27 supermodels, but it's not going to feed more than eight normal people. So what you do is take one, fry one. This is what we do. We take one, or do what Captain Paul does. Fry one, put one in the smoker, put one in the oven, or put one on the grill. Cut it all up, serve it on a big platter. You've got turkey done a number of ways, so it's a great way to do it, General.
Colonel Ange, let's talk about the rub, the spices that you use. That's very, very important.
Oh, boy. Now you're going to make me give this away.
Well, I'm not asking you to give the Colonel Ange Pooch Pit secret. Just give some ideas, some suggestions.
Okay, well, you got to have paprika, and I use 2 kinds, okay? I use the regular sweet paprika, but I also used a smoked paprika. I think that's really important. You want that smoky flavor in your bird. Smoked paprika. I also use some smoked powdered adobo, okay? The adobo chili, that gives it a little bit more smoky flavor. And remember now, you're doing a bird, so you want the herbs that go with a bird. You want sage, and you want some thyme, kosher salt, some cracked black pepper, and of course, you got to have a little cayenne pepper, right? Guys from Louisiana? Yeah, got to have some cayenne. And Dave, that's a nice rub. You can mix it up. That'll stay in the fridge for 2-3 weeks. So mix it up way ahead of time so you're not fooling on game day.
Well, about 1:50 Eastern time today, we will actually be enjoying that turkey. And very quickly, when I graduated from college, got a new microwave oven. It was right after Thanksgiving. I was in the mood for turkey. I said, maybe I can try doing a turkey in the microwave. Not a great idea. Didn't
Dave,
exactly come out as planned. Let's just put it that
Were
way.
you watching for the pop-up timer as it melted
I
there?
kind of was, and it was not good. It was a very bad experience. Maybe you can see that. That is a beautiful looking bird. What is the garnishment on the side, the accoutrements?
Those are deep-fried mashed potato balls.
I didn't know potatoes had balls.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dave, we have something deep-fried for everybody today. We have breast and balls.
Beautiful. We cover it all. Beautiful. Now, Colonel Ange, I've got to tell you, this bird looks absolutely delicious. Tell me about the potato balls.
Well, Colleen worked on those, the Portuguese princess. What we're doing is taking mashed potatoes, salt, pepper, blue cheese, crumbled blue cheese in the mashed potatoes, roll them up, cool them down, you bread them. You do the traditional breading with the flour, the eggs, and the breadcrumbs, and then deep fry them. Mashed potato balls, folks.
Can I get a drum roll, please? I'm going to do the ceremonial first slice, and that platter is very, very hot. Drum roll, please. Here we go. I am slicing this like it's butter. The cut is done. Please show the tongs. There we go.
And there's your wing sauce inside there, General. See that?
Beautiful. One small cut. That is small. Oh my God, that is hot. That is one small cut for the bird, one giant cut for my appetite. And I will enjoy that. And again, 40 minutes, Colonel Ange.
You saw me put it in, General. Here we are. We're still on the show.
And one little trick, you should let it cool for what, about 20 minutes before you slice it?
Absolutely. You know, let it drain in that pan for about 5. Let it sit there, let it drain, then take it out and let it sit for 20 minutes before you cook it. What happens, as you guys know, the moisture expands, goes from the outside. As you let it cool down, the moisture comes back inside of the meat.
That is so hot I can't even hold it. So it's not going in my mouth just
Not yet. No, let it sit a little bit.
And I'll wait because I think Sultan is licking his chops. He's drooling to get a little bit of that. In fact, he'd probably eat the whole turkey.
I'm going to keep him away. He'll go after it.